Prince was building a revolution, and the revolution was that band. Being in the band is family, family is the band, absorbed him and gave him power. When Prince created the first bands, I call all the bands revolution because he was obsessed, as Brown Mark, his bass player, said, with the concept of revolution. Revolution into intergender politics, racial politics, sexual, certainly, politics, just politics. And he created this group that reflected that in fashion, in comportment, in attitude. He believed in the loyalty of that. And that's why he recruited a lot of these people, almost all of them as teenagers, 18, 19, just 20 years old. Because he was 18, 19, 20 years old, and he was trying to build this movement that he called Uptown. So the first part of the book is called Uptown Rising, based on his song from Dirty Mind, in which he basically lays out his manifesto, his philosophy in sexual politics, in racial politics, intergender, all the stuff I talk about. It's not so easy to do that as a singular entity, as a solitary entity, as I talk about in the book, where he created a lot of his music, played all the instruments, arranged, produced, written by Prince. But the band reflected that. As early as Dirty Mind, he has a photograph of the band in there, even though 99% of that album is just him. But he wanted the band, and they went on stage, and that album didn't sell, but it sold because he went on stage and he made it live. He could only do that with the band, with women, with white musicians, black musicians, and these fusions of styles, rock, jazz, funk, pop, disco, all of that, and they embodied all of it. And it is amazing that he got these musicians, because he was such a great musician himself, he got them to buy in completely. I call it all in the book, and I put it in italics for a reason, because they were all in. And if they weren't for a second, he'd let them know about it. And all those long jams and all the things that they did together, they reflected his philosophy, his sexual politics, his racial ideas about intergender and interracial harmony and power, the power of we. And that's the beauty of revolution. It's more about all of it encompassing, not just the music, but of course the music is the forefront of all of it.